It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we're going to see Mark Andrews. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Ravens and the Cardinals, and it kicks off next.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their fifth-year quarterback, two-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd actually be stunned to come away with a loss.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because when this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
This is brought in at the 21. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense set to go to work, and it's Lamar Jackson now in his 6th NFL campaign who will lead the way.
All the talk of Jackson leaving the Ravens this offseason was just that, talk, as the two sides hammered out a deal that made him the highest paid player in the NFL. And why would they want to separate? When he has the ball in his hands, great things typically happen.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Here's the 4th-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 138 yards.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When you look at this defense, they enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Murray now. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Caught on a slant. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fournette. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. There he goes, left side. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Cardinals 3. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic 1st down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And it's caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore from a yard out. And the Cards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
On second down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout. They can sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 3. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Another run here with Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job. Stop.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Well, there's the always dangerous Rondale Moore. He and this offense ready to begin the upcoming series. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive,
especially with a touchdown.
Yes,
you're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that on the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. Call it a gain of a yard, and now we've got a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fighting him off. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. With the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And that was Carlos Dunlap who got him to take him down.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 21-13, 2:15 remaining.
Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Able to find Ertz.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. To throw is Murray. And this is caught. touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Second down, goal to go.
Back to throw, Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it.
And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game... intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll be out right at the 35. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Ravens.